Yo, yes sir, man. We live and we back. Welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose. Here today, bringing you another edition of my starting five for DraftKings and FanDuel. Alright, but y'all already know what we got. First, we got the lineup review. Let's get into this breakdown where we go over our best lineup from yesterday's slate, take a look at the winning lineup, this, that, and the third, and seeing how it went for us yesterday. So if you're new here, just tuning in, just hit the subscribe button. And if you hear the sound of my voice, definitely hit that like button, man. Let's get into this breakdown. All right. Went extremely light yesterday. Had to work, so kept it just one lineup on DK, did two lineups on FanDuel. DraftKings, we just missed the money in this $5 single entry here. Missed it by 1 point with a zero right here. So if you get at the point guard spot, starting at the top, 5,800, man. I went right back to Spencer Dinwiddie, hoping the ownership would be down on him since he laid a dud last time out. Ownership still came in at 24% right here in this contest, but he gave us 48 DK points, man. Getting a nice triple-double here, the baby triple-double against the Philadelphia 76ers. We'll definitely take that. And the shooting guard, I try to get different here and pay up for Josh Giddey just to get away from, I don't like to be too chalky, especially in single entries. You don't have to be super chalky. You just get different in a couple spots. And Giddey was a spot I try to get different in right here. Going against the Dallas Mavericks, thought he was a guy who definitely has a triple-double upside as well. He gave us 40 right here, finished 3 rebounds shy of that triple-double for us over here, but still solid at 7,900. Didn't destroy us, but we needed a little more from him. I was expecting like a light 50 burger from him, but we'll take the 40 right here. At small forward, I went Aaron Wiggins at right at 2% on, man. In this same Dallas Mavericks game, because I knew I wanted to play Luka here, so this was trying to give me a little run back in case it was a good game, a close game, which it was, and the Thunder actually won. But didn't get the production from the Thunder players that I want. I got it from Luka, but didn't get it from the Thunder players right here. Aaron Wiggins only gave us 15 DK points. It's just a case of probably getting too cute right here with Aaron Wiggins, getting a little too different, especially in the single entry. Power forward Isaiah Jackson, man. Everybody's chalk, 70%, but he got hurt, guys. Rolled his ankle, I believe. I didn't see the game, but early in that first quarter, that's the luck part of the game, man. Sometimes you just get unlucky. So, what I'm saying? I like to say DFS is like poker, man. It's a skill game with an element of luck to it. So, sometimes you just get unlucky. There's nothing you can do about an injury. You just got to eat this 0%. And I'm okay with it, especially with 7% of the field eating that same 0. That's how we was able to be 1 point from cashing with the 0 in the lineup. Coming in my center, man, I went Wendell Carter Jr., went right back to this well here, 28% on, 6,200. Just felt like he was slightly underpriced. I feel like it was value to be had over there. He rewarded our thought process and gave us 49 DK points, man. Very solid effort from Wendell Carter Jr. right here. At the other guard, my pay-up option, man, went Luka Doncic right here, 35% on in this matchup against the Thunder. I felt like he would go under on compared to Embiid, and everybody's waiting on the Jokic news. So I feel like that people were paying up at the center, so we wanted to go at the guard right here and pay up with Luka in this matchup, and we try to get some game correlation with Giddey and Wiggins, like I said earlier. And Luka Doncic came through with a monster performance, man. 40 real-life points, dropping 71 fantasy points on. Definitely a take that. At my other forward, I went Chetty Osman, 4,600. He came in slightly chalky over here, 64% on in this matchup against Houston. I thought it was a nice spot for him, especially with no Garland. I thought he would see all the minutes. He saw plenty of minutes, just didn't give us the production we need. I think he played like 36 minutes in this spot. Just didn't quite give us the production we needed in this matchup. Only 18 DK points, man. Definitely let us down right here. And then at my util, Rashawn Holmes. Just a case of rolling the dice here at 5K in a great matchup against the Brooklyn Nets. Definitely one of the higher total games on the slate. I thought he could see plenty of run in this matchup, especially with the Nets not having a traditional big. So I was trying to play on the matchup here in this anticipated run. He didn't quite get the run we anticipated. He got like 25 minutes over here. Only gave us 23 DK points. I thought he could really see 30 plus minutes in this spot. Didn't quite come to fruition. So left us a little short right here, man. Just needed one more point from somebody to double my money up over here. But you just got to take the good with the bad, and we moving on to the next day. But let's go take a look at FanDuel and see what I like from over there. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's look at this winning lineup here. 361, Zippo 420, man. Nice lineup. Let's see what we got here. He came in with a 361, taking it down. Crushed the field, man. The next closest guy was like, what, 12 points behind him? Nice. He went Spencer Dinwiddie, Reggie Bullock. Okay, with the monster play there. Zaire Williams with a big game. Kevin Love was solid. Anthony Davis is smart. Wendell Carter Jr. and Mitchell Robinson is the play. Wow. Okay. All right. I can see this build. The Mitchell Robinson play I probably wouldn't have got to, but he got there smart in that matchup against Charlotte. I definitely looked at him. Okay, solid lineup from my man right here, Zippo 420. Congrats, man. Let's go look at FanDuel now and see what we did. FanDuel, we doubled up over here, cashed on both the lineups. 331 was my best. At the top, Spencer Dinwiddie once again got him at 15% on. The people weren't feeling Spencer Dinwiddie. That's what happens a lot of times in DFS, man. What they call it, recency bias, man. Guys looking at the most recent games and don't want to play a guy and not looking at what he's done in particular spots without Bradley Beal. So I was okay going back to Spencer Dinwiddie. If he failed, he failed, guys. That's how you have to play DFS. A guy that can do it, has done it before, is in a great spot, gonna have every opportunity, especially if you're getting them at lower ownership. You gotta just play them, man. That's what we did with Spencer Dinwiddie yesterday. I had my other point guard. I went Tyrese Halliburton here in this matchup against the Brooklyn Nets. Definitely wanted a piece of this game. I like the price on Halliburton over here on FanDuel. Definitely wanted to roll him out. Got him at 18% on, man. He gave us 43 FanDuel points, all right? Coming in at my shooting guard, went Josh Giddey once again, man. Definitely love the price over here. He was more chalky over here, but I definitely take him at that 6K, 43% on. He gave us 37 FanDuel points. And my other shooting guard, man, Will Barton. I threw this in before the Jokic news, just anticipating him being out. Felt like he could lay us a monster game down if Jokic didn't play. Didn't quite work out that way, man. Got him at a beautiful 9% ownership. He only gave us 38 points in Jokic's absent, man. I know it was a tougher defensive matchup against Utah, but Utah was missing some defensive pieces over there. And with Jokic out, man, I thought Barton would have gave me a much bigger performance in this. But still solid at this 6,200 price tag. Didn't destroy us. My man Jaylen Brown here, man. Got him at 10%. Rolled him back out. Perfect matchup for him, 8,400. Just didn't quite get it done. This game wasn't the shootout that we anticipated. Everybody kind of missed their mark except for LaMelo over here, man. No real strong fantasy performance. Bridges had a terrible game over here. I don't even know where all the fantasy points went to in this game, man. 113, 107 is not a bad total. I don't know who, outside of Melo, man, I don't know where all the fantasy points went. So I think Rozier had a decent game, but Jaylen Brown definitely let us down in this spot at 10% ownership. At my small forward, I rolled Karis LeVert right back out here, man. Nice price on him on FanDuel. I couldn't get there on DraftKings. I did not like that price tag, but got him at 28% on. He gave us 46 FanDuel points, man. Very solid effort from Karis LeVert. And then power forward went Chetty Osman. 56% on over here, man. Only 16 FanDuel points. Definitely let the field down, but he was enough on that he didn't destroy me. At my other power forward, man, I got real cute right here. We're Rudy Gay, man, at 3% on. Once Gobert was ruled out and Jokic was ruled out and Utah didn't have Whiteside either, I thought it'd be a spot where both teams could probably go small and not really run a traditional center out of there. And in that case, I thought Rudy Gay could be in line for a few more scoring opportunities, especially with the Jazz missing guys like Joe Ingles. I think Clarkson missed yesterday. Nah, he might have been in. I can't even remember. But I thought he was in line for a boost in playing time with no Whiteside and no Rudy Gay, plus Jokic missing on the other side. I thought it was a chance where both teams could kind of go small a little more, but he's solid, right? It was okay right here. Didn't destroy me. I take the 26 fantasy points for Rudy Gay at the 3% on. And then rounding out that center, man, with Anthony Davis in this particular lineup right here, he gave us 57 FanDuel points. Very solid at 35% on. All right, let's go take a look at the winner from over here. Venison 72. Okay, with the 404. Let's see what they got to here. Luka, of course, at the top, the highest scoring guy from yesterday. Mike Conley, solid. Jalen Green was the play that got him there. He went back to that Jalen Green way of 1.7% on. Beautiful. And Jalen Green finally had a nice scoring night, put up a solid fantasy performance. Reggie Bullock, of course, Osman, Bain, Kuzma, Nick Claxton was nice, and Joel Embiid. Okay, nice build here, man. Congrats to Venison 72. All right. Very solid, very solid. But enough of all that, man. Let's get to today's slate and seeing what I'm liking today, all right? We got a nice 6-game of the day, and it's tough. It's tough today, guys, especially on DraftKings over here, man. It is real tough. I'm tough pricing, waiting on some injury news. Hopefully that'll free up some stuff. But let's get into it, man. At the point guard, I want to look at Derek White, man. Now, this play is, I like him right now. This price tag, 6K. It's a tougher matchup against the Miami Heat, so that's going to bring the ownership down on him. But not if DeJounte Murray is out. He's questionable right now. If he misses, I think you have to go to Derek White and some of these other Spurs players. It's going to free up a ton of usage, man. A lot of scoring opportunities to go around, some ball handling opportunities. Everything's going to increase for the Spurs players across the board. So I like Derek White whether Murray plays or not. But if Murray is out, I'm going to absolutely love him. The field is probably going to love him too. He's probably going to become chalky if DeJounte Murray sits. But I think he'll be a good chalk play if Murray is out. All right. Coming in at my shooting guard, I want to look at Bogdanovich, man, 4,900. Another case very similar to Derek White. I like him even if Trae Young plays, but if Trae Young sits, man, I'm going to love him, especially at this price tag. We saw him get 31 minutes last game out with no Trae Young. I think he could be back to his full run, his full allotment of minutes. They had him on a minute restriction, but seeing him play 31 last game, he should be back to his full run. And at 4,900, a nice matchup against the Phoenix Suns, who's playing at a fast pace this year. I like getting to him, and I'm going to love getting to him if Trae Young is out. Coming in at my small forward, man, I want to look at Andrew Wiggins going against these Sacramento Kings. He has been on a tear the last couple of games, man. He's been playing very well. 6,700. Great matchup against Sacramento Kings. Pace-up game for the Golden State Warriors. So, that means a few more possessions, a few more shot opportunities. I like getting Andrew Wiggins here. I don't mind going to him. Hope he can keep this hot streak going right here in this spot, all right? Coming in at my power forward, man, I want to look at Jeremy Grant, 6,500. We saw him return to the lineup last game. He played 28 minutes, I believe. I like getting to him right here, man. This is a dice roll right here. Playing a great matchup against the Minnesota Timberwolves. We know what he's capable of. We know what he can do. He has 40, 50-point fantasy potential in him. It's a dice roll because he's just returning to the lineup, and we haven't seen him in a while. We don't know how aggressive he's going to be. But if Cade Cunningham is out, he's another guy who is questionable. If Cade Cunningham misses for this Pistons team, it's going to free up a lot of usage, guys. So I like getting the Jeremy Grant right here, 6,500 in this matchup against Minnesota. Coming in at my other center, man, I want to look at Drew Eubanks now. This is always questionable right here, especially with these bigs knowing pop. But the Spurs are without without Jakob Pertl this game. They're without Landale. So Eubanks and Thad Young is like the only two bigs on there. They could go small, especially with the Heat playing Bam at center. He's not a traditional big center. He's only about 6'8". So it could be a case where the Spurs go small. But I think Eubanks should see at least 25 minutes, 20 to 25 minutes. I'm hoping in this spot. And at 3,300, I think he can give us a nice return right here for a little piece of value in this spot. But definitely risky playing Eubanks with Pop. Pop hasn't ran him out too much, but he breaks the glass in case of emergency over here on Drew Eubanks, and this might be an emergency type situation. But I definitely roll the dice right here at 3,300 on Eubanks in this spot against the Miami Heat. So there you have it, my starting five for DraftKings: Derek White, Bogdanovich, Aaron Wiggins, Jeremy Grant, and Drew Eubanks. All right, let's go take a look at FanDuel and see what I'm liking over there. Coming in at FanDuel at the top, man, 9,300. Just give me all the Steph Curry, man. I will continue to play Steph Curry on FanDuel. I've rolled him out the last 3 or 4 slates. He is just underpriced right here, man. 9,300 is not a star's price tag. I know he's struggled for a little bit, but I don't mind getting to him at 9,300 here, especially against the Sacramento Kings. Coming in at shooting guard, I want to look at Devin Vassell, man. 4,900. It's another player I think is okay if DeJounte Murray plays, but I'm going to love him if DeJounte Murray sits. So he's a play you can put in either way, but just know I'm going to have plenty of them, especially on FanDuel, this 4,900 price tag. I'm going to get some on DraftKings as well. Just got to wait on that Murray news, but I think Vassell's a very solid play today. And that small forward, you think I wasn't going right back to my boy? Give me Anthony Edwards, man. I know he let us down last time. I gave him to y'all in the starting five. He only gave us 10 fantasy points. But I promise you that I'm hoping that's the floor, man. But 10 was horrible. But this is how you have to play DFS, man. A guy of Anthony Edwards' caliber, a guy you know can get you 60, 65 fantasy points, could potentially be without D'Angelo Russell and Beverly again in that backcourt. So he should be able to get all the shots he wants. I don't think the second team guys come out and play as well as they did last time. So I don't care about his last performance, man. You have to have a short memory in DFS. It's like playing quarterback, man. You gotta have a short memory and just play guys based off of their production and what they have done versus, well, what you know they can do versus what they have done the past couple of games, man. And Anthony Edwards is that guy for me at 8,300, especially with that many I guess with not as many plays appropriately priced, I guess is the best way to say it on today's slate. So I like getting Anthony Edwards at 8,300 right here. I'm hoping everybody's scared off of him. I'm hoping I can get him at 15 or lower percent ownership, man. Give me Anthony Edwards at 8,300 in this matchup against the Detroit Pistons. Coming in at power forward over here, I want to look at Jeremy Grant over here as well. 6,600 on FanDuel, $100 increase, but I still like the matchup. I like the potential that he offers right here. Just hoping he can get back into form and work his way back into shape and playing shape, all of the above. But I like rolling the dice on Jeremy Grant at 6,600. And then coming in at center, man, I want to look at Nikola Vucevic, man. 8,700. I love this price tag over here on FanDuel. He's another guy that could get a boost from injury. Zach LaVine is questionable right now. If Zach LaVine is forced to miss, that's a lot of shots and a lot of usage to go around over here for this Chicago Bulls team. I definitely know Vucevic will soak up some of that, and I love him at this 8,700 price tag. So there you have it, man. My starting five for FanDuel: Steph Curry, Devin Vassell, Anthony Edwards, Jeremy Grant, and Nikola Vucevic, man. Get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pools. You know I'm going to have them in mind. That's going to do it for us here today, man. Y'all know the motto. Chances make champions. Y'all green up, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow, all right? Let's go.